So again, you've got the idea behind this is your developer experience doesn't change. They continue to do sort of what they do using any of the tooling or the tooling that we bring to the table. That's all transparent, right? As source code goes through check-in, if you have tooling, we can leverage it. If you don't, we can deploy ours to ultimately do things like source code scanning and whatnot. But we are collecting all of this data throughout the way. So these are all of our DevOps integrations, and then ultimately analyzing that data and then starting to make what we'll call decisions around whether or not the deployment is safe, right, based on that information. And really what this boils down to is we're giving you a series of either alerts associated with incidents and then reporting. And then ultimately we have what we call the deployment firewall. That deployment firewall can be used to do enforcement, right? So again, this is where it becomes optional. Not all of our customers do this. Most of our customers will do this, by the way, but some will say, hey, I just want to run it in audit mode. But again, we're checking all of this information. Now, this is just a representation of some of the tooling that we integrate with. We've got, I think, over 70 integrations at this point, and a lot of them are open source tools. So if you choose to get started with, sort of open source security scanning tools, we actually support all those and actually can deploy those at time of deployment with our product. We support both models. So right now, we bring all of the open source scanning tools like Aquasec, Trivi, and Sonar Cube, some of the open source versions of those tools, right? SemGrep or sort of other sort of security scanning tools. So what you get out of the box is all of that open source stack. Now, if you decide that you want to go off and invest in some of the commercial tools, it's a simple swap out, right? But on day one, when you install our tool, you get the open source stack for all the security scanning.